Okay, so glad to have you guys back. I'm also excited that we're starting exactly on time without any delays whatsoever. So that's definitely awesome. Uh, so if y'all remember a little bit from last week, let's do a real quick recap on your players, and then I'll go over what we had, and we'll get started here. So let's start with Mr. Chris.
Me, to recap my character, I'm Wendell Honeypot, halfling. He's always up to some sort of shenanigans. I'm looking for some adventure in this town I'm at. Who's next?
Awesome. All right, Sarah.
I'm Shadow, the human bard, who doesn't really even know where she came from still.
Awesome. Okay, next up is Holly.
I'm playing Elvira. She is a wood elf fighter archer. She's of average height. She has the hair is the color of a pale ale. She kind of comes off a bit standoffish in the beginning, but she's more like on the shy side.
Mm-hmm.
She is a bounty hunter.
All right.
And
yeah, go ahead.
helping the halfling rebuild his shop for their buddies.
Awesome. Laura.
Hi, I am playing Sky Britt, the human paladin of Soon. She's super spunky, and she's really, really happy for a paladin. Yeah, none of that Lancelot sadness hero shit. She's just real excited to be here. Her armor is tinted pink, and her hair is blonde in high pigtails, and she's always got ribbons on her, because she's just a girly girl who also likes to hit stuff.
Awesome.
Wait until you hear what her sword and shield are named.
Absolutely. Okay, so again, just to recap, you guys, you came into this tavern because y'all had all traveled together, and when you were at this tavern, you met this barkeep who was Horace Bradelton. Y'all also kind of befriended his little daughter, Krina Bradelton, and while you were there in this tavern, Krina actually collapsed because she was very sickly and ailing. You guys discovered that in this town, an event that they have in the summer once a year is these goblins come and they sell a magical apple, and this apple has healing powers. What you guys did, y'all discovered that Horace was saving up all the money he could to buy the apple because a local, Simonius Westervelt, was a gentleman that was very old, and he lived well past his years, but because he was rich, he always could outspend the town and purchase his apple, which you guys believe to have extended his life by eating it. You believe that Krina was a more worthy cause for the apple, and you actually decided to donate some of your own gold to help Horace win the bid and obtain this apple. So Wendell Honeypot, he sort of staked out the house of this Simonius Westervelt, and he ultimately was caught, and he spent some time in the local jail. You could tell that the jailer didn't necessarily have much care for Simonius Westervelt, more like they just kind of had to do what they had to do. So much so that at the end of the day, he pretty much just released Wendell. While you guys were at the auction, you had seen a shady character who was spotted, and he also was taken to jail because he tried to steal the money off of Simonius Westerwald. As you guys bid, you actually won the bid. You beat Simonius with your offer, and as a result, Simonius, he lashed out to try to grab the apple and actually was arrested himself. When you had the apple, you had given it to Krina, who was actually wearing a beautiful dress that you guys had given her, and it was a color of green, and she had beautiful ribbons in her hair from Skybrit. And as you gave this to her, it was almost instant. You saw that she was completely healed of her affliction. There was definitely celebration throughout the day. You have definitely won the heart of Horace Bradleton, and you guys are guests of the tavern. No expenses come to you from being in this tavern. Meals are prepared for you, and you had decided that you guys were going to rest for the evening, and in the morning you were going to go out in search of Krina's missing mother, who had gone, you presumed, to this citadel to try to find the source of the apple, but she never returned. It's been about 6 months. So we find ourselves waking up. It's the morning, and you guys are just kind of getting up for the morning, and you're in your individual rooms, and so this is just your morning routine. You've all benefited from a long rest. So Wendell, you have no exhaustion at all, and it's morning for you, so you're the first awake.
Okay. Well, I'll go and find my companions. Knock, knock. I'll go knock on all their doors.
You'd be knocking on. Yeah, as you knock, the first door you come to would be Shadow's door. You hear the Shadow. You hear this. As you're sleeping, you're having this beautiful dream of all this adventure, and all of a sudden you just hear this bam, bam, like as if meteors are just striking down. And as you kind of awaken, you notice that it's the sound of knocking at the door.
Get dressed. Let's go. Let's go. Hello? Hello? I'll go to the next door.
Okay.
Sky.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's Elevara.
Oh, you're knocking my doors?
Yeah.
When Wendell comes to my door, I'm already awake, and you open the door, and I'm immediately staring at you.
That's awesome.
I'm just sitting on the ground, like meditating.
Are you ready to go?
Yep. She don't talk much.
Yeah. Okay, so do you guys go to Skybrit's room?
I'm gonna go start packing some things to leave.
Okay.
I've got to go make some money today.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so
Yeah, I straight up forgot I was on push to talk. Sorry, guys.
yeah. Okay, so do you guys wake up Skybrit also?
Yeah,
Okay, so Elavari, go to the door. Skybrit, knock on the door. Doom, doom, doom. Wake up. Wake up.
I am also already awake and putting my ribbons in my hair and doing all the things that I do to make myself look beautiful in the mornings. So when I hear the door the knocking on the door, I just rush over and I open it and I said, "Good morning! Isn't it beautiful today?"
As you yell out good morning, go ahead.
No, you're fine. She just.
I'm saying as she wakes up and she says it so bright and cheery, y'all hear the pitter patter of little feet kind of running up the stairs, and kind of behind Elvira you see Krina, who actually is still wearing her green dress that y'all gave her, and her hair's all frazzled everywhere, and she's kind of standing behind Elvira and just kind of looking up at you with her big blue eyes.
Oh, come here, Precious. Put some more ribbons in your hair. Let's get you all pretty. And I bring her into my room and I do her hair again.
Awesome. And she is, you can tell she's really excited. And she says, please, everyone come down. I've prepared something for you.
Alright.
At this point, Shadow would grumpily just, like, wall her way out of the room. Who was the one who knocked? Just, like, glaring.
Like, point at Wendell.
I glared. I'm gonna get you back for that. I was having a nice dream.
Sorry.
So Krina's just kind of tugging at Skybrit's arm and waving you guys really excitedly that she has something prepared for you.
Oh, sweetheart, I just can't wait to see what you have for us. And I rush downstairs with her and I kind of pick her up and run her down the stairs.
So as you go downstairs, just as the morning before, y'all had that beautiful spread of breakfast on the table of cheeses and breads and fruits and things like that. You guys see each of your place settings is very well set for you, and kind of lined up. So you have your plate and you have your food, and lined up beside it you see these 4 bundles that are they're in cloth and they're bundled up, and each plate setting has 4 of these bundles beside it.
I will sit down and I'll just wait for my cue for her to reveal what's inside these bundles.
Sure,
I'm gonna
absolutely.
grab my hand and shake it.
Yeah, as you guys begin to kind of look curiously at the bundles, Krina says, she says, I've prepared 4-day rations for each of you.
Oh, aren't you sweet, sweetheart?
Aww. Who can be grumpy in the morning when we have someone like that?
Yeah. So each of those bundles you guys would add as a ration. It's good for a full day's ration of food. You can add that to your inventory. You each would have 4 rations.
Awesome.
And there's plenty of food to eat, and y'all can kind of talk at will as you're getting ready to go about on your adventure. And again, at this time, the tavern is still technically not open. It really doesn't open till around noon. As far as any other than people that are staying there, and you guys haven't Horace isn't even out yet. You get the impression that Krina kind of did all this on her own.
Well, that's awfully impressive. Well, we better get going. I'm gonna go out and load up Dupers. He's my mule. He carries my bags for me.
Absolutely.
Krina, sweetheart, is there a bucket in the back somewhere?
And she looks at it and she goes, She says, around the back, it's not used, but there is a stable. I think there's some buckets in the very back of the stable. I think it's got several of them back there. And she says, I can get it for you if you want.
will you get a bucket and will you fill it with some dirt for me?
And she's so excited. She's like, yes, yes, yes. And you see her scamper outside.
You didn't even ask any questions.
That's what I love about kids. They're just so innocent. They don't ask any questions.
I'm
That
not
made me sound
sure
bad.
it's okay.
I don't mean it that way.
Okay, so Wendell, you're out getting the mule prepared for the trip.
Yeah, I mean he's ready. I just put
Yeah.
a bag on him and
Sure.
ready to go.
Shadow, do you have anything to add at the table here?
No, I'm pretty much ready. I'm packed up, eating, and ready to go
Ready to
for
go.
the most part. Besides saying goodbye to the little girl.
Okay. So you know, a bit of time passes. You guys are probably pretty much, you know, almost done with your meal, and you guys see the door open, and Karina has this huge smile on her face, but now her green dress is like all covered in like dirt, and it almost looks like she got more dirt on her than she did in the bucket, and she scampers over to you, Skybrit, and each step you can see that she's leaving a dirty footprint behind her, and she comes up to you and she holds it up to you and she goes, I got the best dirt.
Oh, that's so good.
As you
So then I
notice,
take the-
yeah, as you notice the dirt, you notice it has a bit of an odor to it.
Like what kind of odor?
Do you want to roll? Let's see, what would that be? A medicine? Maybe a. Let me get you a good check for that.
Fertilizing
What do you want to roll an animal handling check on that? So give me an
Okay.
animal handling check.
That's an
I
11.
feel like
With an 11,
kinda sharp.
with an 11, you assess that this alluring odor that is coming about this bucket of dirt here. You assess that it is probably from either a horse or an oxen. It definitely.
So it's just straight up a bucket of poo?
No, it's.
So she's not.
And when as you say that, Karina looks up at you and she says, "No, this is the finest dirt I could find. It's the best dirt I could find."
That is just perfect.
And
That
she-
is just perfect.
And she's so excited. And by this time, everyone who's in the tavern, you guys pretty much have this interesting smell coming from Karina.
I'm glad
So I take her and I lead her out in front of the tavern, and I take the 2 apple seeds that I took from the core of the apple,
Uh-huh.
and I put them in there, scoop up some actual dirt, and kind of use it to pack them in.
In fairness, that
and
is
I
good
say
for
no.
growing, though. That's what you want for
Yeah,
growing.
yeah.
Worked out.
And so I tell her, now you take this inside and you water it every day and then see what happens. Because magic and the light of soon will make these plants grow for you.
And she says, "Yes, yes, I will." And she takes it and she heads off to the back room, and you assess that she's putting it in her room.
Keep it in the sunlight.
And about a few seconds later, you see her kind of poke her head out, and she gives you like a little like that, and so basically she sets it up in her windowsill, and about that time Horace comes out, and you guys can see he's pretty much waking up for the morning. He goes, there aren't words to thank you for what you did for my daughter and for my family. I have no doubt that you guys can bring my wife back to me if she's still alive. The journey's a long one, but basically, to get where you need to go, you're just gonna take the old road out of Oakrest, It's really not traveled that much, and it's kind of overgrown. But that'll get you where you guys are going. You should reach there by nightfall, I'm sure.
Alright, dupers. Let's hit the road.
Thank you, sir. We'll find out what we can on your wife as much as possible.
Aye. And he sees the little sacks of rations, and he sees that, you know, I see that Krina has taken good care of you. She is definitely her old self again. And he pauses, and he has this weird look to you guys, and he's like, "What is that smell?" and he looks.
Let's just say your child may need a thorough bath.
And he looks at you, and you can tell that he has this parental. Now he knows exactly what happened, and he's like, "Green-on Bradleton!" And you see him run off toward the back. And
Wait! Come back real quick.
and so you guys are there.
I tell him what I had her do with the apple seeds, so that he knows that we planted them to hopefully grow his own apple.
Oh.
And to maybe keep it on the DL and not tell, like,
Yeah.
don't run around town telling people that I planted these seeds for you, but just in case she needs them in the future, maybe you'll have an apple tree. Take good care of it.
Give me a clean 20 roll, just a straight D20.
Natural 19.
I'm gonna give you that you caught him before he got to her, and you told him that, and you told him that before he got to her. He's like, oh, okay, and he and then you hear Krina, "Yes, Daddy," and he's like, "Oh, never mind, honey. You did good." And so yeah,
Still may need a bath.
yeah, you caught him before. Yeah, you did good. Let's go to the bath. And so as you guys are there, you can see him kind of going back. His activity now, he's kind of going back and forth, getting water from outside, bringing it inside, filling up a wash tub in the back. So you can do.
Did he think she made a mess of herself? Wait, like, I feel like he just, like, up and thought she shit herself.
He doesn't know what it is, but he knows it stinks.
His business. We've got our own to attend to.
Absolutely. So Wendell lets you guys know you got a job to do now.
Aye, Captain.
So anybody staying in the tavern, or is everybody gonna go look for the? Horace pretty much gave you the location of the old road. It's just basically the road that leads into town. It's almost like if you go to the back of the town, you can see kind of an overgrown road that clearly nobody really uses. You know that's the road you guys are going to want to travel.
I follow Wendell wherever he leads.
Well, we did say we would try and find her mother after she was safe. So...
Okay. Alright, so you guys travel along the way, and if I could get each of you guys to roll me, let me do this in order. Let's start with Chris. If you could give me a survival check.
Alright. Oh, survival. What have we got here? It's one of my best ones.
So that's going to be an 8, correct?
There you go.
that's going to be an 8, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
So
I
now,
got -1.
So you guys, at this point, you guys have traveled. It's pretty early morning when you kind of step out, and at this time, it's getting pretty close to noon, and you guys, I don't know if you can see that. Can y'all see that number?
There's a number somewhere.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you didn't see the video. It was a 5. You guys just basically see some, you know, a nice path. So it's about noon. If you guys wanted to have a little rest or just keep on going, you got plenty of energy. You guys got a good night's rest. But if you want to keep on going, you certainly can. You guys you see this half the road. You're able to see the road, but it is so overgrown. You're almost having to kind of cut your way through some of it. But as you traveled up till noon, you didn't really experience anything, nothing hostile or anything. So anything you guys want to do here? Just keep going.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in the back.
Okay. So who's up front in the marching order?
I will be.
Okay, Paladin up front. And then who's behind the Paladin?
I don't mind. I'll be
Okay, Wendell. And then I guess Shadow and then Elvira. That sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. So and just real quick, what spacing are you guys having? Are y'all staying about 10 feet apart from each other?
That sounds fine.
Okay. So yeah, so you basically your first bit of travel, there wasn't nothing eventful happened. Shadow, can you give me a survival check?
That's gonna be the first 20 of the night.
Yay! All right.
Yay! All right.
So as you guys travel now, it's sort of midday, about roughly 3 o'clock. About that time. You guys come up to an area that looks like a clearing, and it actually looks pretty good there. Nothing. You don't really see anything of hostile. You've had a pretty safe travel here. Nothing's really come out at all. You guys seem to be doing fine. Anybody need to do anything here, or we just continue on the way? You guys are probably about 1/3 of the way there now.
Let's keep on hoofing it.
Absolutely, yeah. So as you decide to kind of trek on through and hopefully make it there as fast as you can, Elvira, can you give me a survival check? Okay.
So 14.
All right. And okay, so we'll stick to the initiative that we have. You guys here in the bush right beside you, it's enough of a startle that you guys completely stop. But the bush beside you, you definitely Wendell, I'm sorry, Sky, you're the one up front. Sky, you've actually passed this bush. Wendell has passed this bush. It's right next to Shadow, and Elvira, you're there. You guys hear this rustling in the bush, and you guys can each take an action here if you want. You definitely, there's something in the bush, so we'll go in our order here. So Wendell, you definitely noticed this. It didn't surprise you. You heard a rustling in the bush.
All right, I'm gonna hold an action to shoot whatever comes out.
Okay. So as soon as it comes out, you take an attack. Okay. And again, you are not surprised. And Shadow, this is right beside you. It's right beside you. So you hear this.
I'm gonna try and catch it.
Okay.
Whatever it is.
Okay.
Okay, so you're just gonna kind of dive into the bush and try like a grapple check or something.
I'm gonna try and grapple it, but I'm not gonna like dive at it like you would a rabbit when you're freaking out. Like, this is mine. No, I'm not doing that.
So are you? I mean, okay. So you're gonna.
I'm trying to grab it out of the bush.
Okay,
is what I'm trying to do.
you're trying to reach and
figure
grab.
out what it is.
Okay, give me a dexterity check.
That would be a 15.
Okay,
total.
as you reach, you're not able to touch it, but you feel this almost like two for what you would assess. I tell you what, give me a perception check as well. Okay, so you definitely feel what you perceive to be two furry. You don't anticipate that it's a claw, but it definitely is hairy, and it. I don't know if you can see my video or not, but it, like, as you reach, you're not able to grab, but you do feel two. You're not sure if they're fingers or what, but two furry something just kind of comes across the palm of your hand. You're not quite sure what, but you definitely you assess it wasn't a claw. You assess it was furry, and it came across your hand. And Elivera, what do you want to do? You're not necessarily aware of what she happened to her just now, but you know she reached in. She didn't grab anything, and it's your up, Elivera.
I'll pull an arrow out of my quiver and notch it.
Okay.
And then I'm not gonna shoot blindly, but I'll wait until I can see what it is.
You're gonna have an observation before you make your attack. Okay. So all right, Wendell's ready to attack. Elivara, she's gonna make an assessment. And our paladin, Skybrit, you see this. You know, you're kind of up about 10 feet, but y'all aren't surprised. You hear this. How do you want to react?
I'm gonna grab my longsword, whose name is Giggles, and I'm gonna prep my shield, whose name is Shits, because the shield handles all the shitty stuff, and the longsword's for the giggles. So Shits and Giggles are her sword and shield. And I'm just gonna prep and wait for something to jump out.
Okay. Are you going to take Wendell's approach of sort of attack, or Elvira's of a wait and attack thing?
Mine is going to be a wait and attack until I can see what it is.
Okay. And Wendell, what did you notch, an arrow, or what did you what weapon did you notch?
Whatever comes out of there, I have an arrow ready to shoot.
Okay, ready to shoot it. Okay. Okay. So as this happens, you see give Elvira and Skybrit, give me a perception check. Okay, and Elvira? Oh, was that your perception was at 18? Look at you guys. This roll 20, man. You don't roll anything less than a 20, huh? Okay, so it's pretty clear. Wendell, can you roll me your attack?
I attack.
Okay, so that's oh, you're attacking with a short sword?
Well, I just clicked the wrong thing.
Okay.
Same bonus, though.
Okay, same thing. So that's a 24 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. And so when you make your attack, give me your damage. And you're doing an arrow, correct?
Yeah. I have an ally next to it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Shadow is right on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Shadow is right.
It's basically it's coming out and entering into Shadow's
Coming
space.
out and entering into.
I thought I was trying to roll damage, but okay, here's damage. I think.
9 piercing damage.
9 plus
So,
9 piercing
Shadow,
damage.
as you reached
6.
as you reached in and you felt this kind of brushing across your hand, you see it kind of scurries underneath you and bounces out from the bush. Skybrit, you see this beautiful little fluffy white bunny. And Elvira, you see this beautiful little fluffy white bunny, and as it kind of looks up, Elvira, you see his eyes kind of gaze at you, and like a little, almost like a whimper expression, as Wendell's arrow flies smack through its head, and it falls dead.
Well, I've seen Monty Python, so
Yeah, that-
we might have
Yes.
saved ourselves.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a little exactly.
It's that beautiful little bunny all over again.
Well, if we have to kill a bunny, at least like put it in a bag so we'll have
Oh, yeah.
something for stew later.
Absolutely. So you collect up the rabbit for a meal, and if you want to, for the sake of simplicity, if you want to add a if you want to, for your notes for your inventory, Sky, I would say that is enough for a meal for 4 of you. Y'all each, so if you want to put down that represents 4 meals, that'll be okay. And so it is now.
That's a big bunny.
Yeah. Well, a meal. I'm not saying it'll keep you nourished all day. It's just a meal. So now, let's see. So Holly, you went, correct, and now Elivara. I'm sorry, Sarah went. Elivara, have you given me a survival check?
Oh, okay. 13.
Okay. All right. And let me roll here. Okay, and so as you guys travel, at this point it's now basically kind of pretty much dusk. Pretty much, it's not quite night. You guys feel that you're a little bit more than halfway there, and what you see as you guys are going, you guys notice 3 sets of eyes in the there's sort of a bend, kind of, the path is sort of taking a bend, and it is dark enough that you see these 3 sets of eyes kind of in the, if you were to go to the bend, you're going to approach these eyes. Y'all haven't gotten it yet, but y'all do see this in the distance, and I would say that Skybrit, can you give me a perception check? Yeah,
That's a big old 12.
it's enough that you see it and you can pause the party if you want.
Hold. I see eyeballs.
Okay, so you
Can I tell what color they are?
well, to you they kind of appear sort of yellow. It's just, they're just in, you can almost see that there's definitely three sets of eyes, and they're kind of looking at you. Right as you are kind of glancing at there, you notice you hear one go, "Arr!" and you hear what you would assess to be kind of a wolf howl.
Friends, we've got wolves.
Oh, joy. Well, be ready.
I hear they're like half.
And yeah,
I'm sure they do.
as you guys are there, you notice one of them kind of poke its head out from the overgrowth, and it's kind of glaring at you, but not even necessarily growling, but they do notice you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a warning shot.
A warning shot? Okay, yeah,
Just to try and scare him.
Yeah, give me an attack, and if you make a hit, I'll let you land that blow wherever you needed it to be. Okay. All right. Yeah. You're able to tell me exactly where you want that arrow planted.
Right at his feet.
Okay. Yeah. So as you shoot it, it comes right. You know, he's there with his paws out, and it's right there. And as this happens, he kind of pulls back into the bushes. But as he's doing that, he's kind of staring at you guys and just like he's kind of growling, and he kind of pokes back into the bushes.
Once he's further away, I'm gonna go retrieve that arrow.
Yeah, they're still kind of at the. If you were to get the arrow, you would be within 5 feet of them.
I make a mental note. Maybe I can get it later.
Okay. So if you guys want to, if you guys want to position yourself to sort of cut your own path to get around this bend to not engage with these guys because they're not necessarily jumping out and attacking you, you would be able to do that, or you can approach them. Either one.
Whoa! Don't leave your arrow there. Those are expensive. Let's go get it. Don't let them bully us.
But proceed with caution.
I'll put an arrow on the string and walk over there to grab the
I'll go with you.
the arrow. And if they don't back away, I'm just gonna shoot it.
Okay. Yeah, you're enough that you can have your movement there. So you're gonna. So basically, if they do something aggressive, you're gonna take an attack at them.
If he doesn't back away, then
Okay.
I'll just shoot it while I'm going over there.
So yeah, when you get within 10, or you're right in front of the arrow. He does. The one that pulled out before does leap out at you and takes a snap at you. And he does a 12 hit?
Well, I had an action ready to
Yeah.
shoot.
Yeah, then you can take a shot at him. Yeah.
Then you can take a shot at him.
Alright. Well, I roll a 14. Whoever jumped out.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So yeah, as you hit, you definitely jump into him. He tries to take a bite at you, but he misses because when you hit him, he just kind of. But he's right there on you. As this happens, the second one comes out and goes also at Wendell, and he probably an 11 probably doesn't hit since the other one didn't, I guess. So he comes out right on Wendell and he misses, and the third one comes out at Wendell, and does a 18 hit?
Yeah.
Okay, 18 hit. Okay, all right. So the first one comes out, Wendell hits him, and he kind of misses. The second one comes out and just doesn't get any bite on Wendell, but the third one does come out, and he does 8 points of piercing damage.
Ouch. Alright.
And it is now Sarah, I'm sorry, Shadow, your turn. You see these, they're all on him. You have to push to talk.
Yeah, I forgot again. Time to go save the little idiot, and I'm going to draw both of my rapiers and go for the nearest one to me.
Okay, one of them is wounded. They're all like on him, so the nearest to you can be pretty much what you want it to be. The one of them is wounded though. I mean, unless you want to go for a fresh one, but one is wounded.
I'm gonna go for a fresh one.
Okay.
I got a 16 for the first attack and a 19 for the second attack.
Both of those hit. So you're doing this as a two-handed.
Dual wielding, yeah.
Okay. So the second one you don't add your damage mod, is that correct?
Yes, I do. I have the dual wielding feet.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Because human varied.
Yep.
And both are going to do 5 damage.
So 10 damage total?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you definitely have put a you definitely have you can tell you really got some good cuts in on this one. And it is now Elevara's turn.
I'm gonna go for the injured one. Send an arrow at him.
The one that Shadow injured, or the one that Wendell injured?
The one that Wendell injured. Since
Okay.
He's right there on the halfway.
Right.
And that'll probably miss.
Yeah, and your arrow shoots right past it. And so as you see all this unfold, Skybrit, you're up.
I'm gonna take as much of my movement as I need to get up next to the one that bit Wendell,
Mm-hmm.
specifically, because I'm not cool with wolves biting my friends. And I'm gonna take my longsword and I'm gonna slash at him with giggles.
Okay. All right.
For 12 to hit.
And that actually, you make a very valiant attack, but you do just kind of spin around and miss, but it looked great. And now we're so it's back up to let's see here. Yeah, back up to Wendell. You get your action, and then the wolves are gonna go.
Yep, I'll attack the one that bit me.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see, what have I got? Wrong character sheet. Aha, here we go. What the hell, pup? I'll stab him with short sword.
Okay. Yeah. As you go for this one that you hit before, you slash your sword, but he kind of darts out of the way, and as he darts out of the way, a 17, does that hit you?
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, as you go for him, he darts, and when he darts, he kind of bends around and takes a oh, yeah, that probably doesn't hurt you at all. Oh my gosh, you're so blessed that I roll so bad. You take 4 points of piercing damage.
Oh, it's a ladder. I'm unconscious.
Oh, okay.
I know he did that too.
Okay.
I roll like 2 ones. So yeah, so he comes in and he bites into Wendell there, and as Wendell falls, he just kind of he turns and his blood just kind of comes out of his mouth there, and he turns to face Elevara. So for whatever reason, he just focuses his eyes on you, and it is now Shadow's turn. Push to talk. It's now Shadow Push to Talk's turn.
Because I am push to talk. Okay, I'm going to go for another attack on the one that I've been attacking first.
Okay.
See if it drops.
With a rapier,
If it doesn't,
Okay.
I'll attack it again.
With a rapier.
Yeah. And that'll be a 20 total to hit. Dirty 20.
Yeah, that hits. Ooh, dirty 20.
Ooh, dirty 20.
And that'll be 9 damage.
Okay. And so how exactly does a dirty 20 take this wolf out?
Take this
It
wolf
means
out.
it's not a nat. It means it's not a natural 20.
I was throwing you a bone and you didn't take it. Okay, so
But literally, like, I crossed an X on this wolf and then just stabbed through it with one,
Oh yeah.
and then turned towards the one that downed my friend. Well, friend. This person that I met. And I will go for my second attack against it.
Oh, the one you hit went down.
Oh, the one you hit went down.
So if I understand it correctly,
that-
you're able to take your second
The one that
hit.
downed him?
Your second.
He only had 1 hit point left. I believe on your second attack you can gear that towards a different one, correct? Aren't you able to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's an
so you-
offhand attack.
Yeah, so you can
Yeah, so
hit one of the other wolves. If you want to go for the one that hit Wendell, your first attack, as long as it did 1 point, you took the wolf down. So if you want your second attack to hit the one that got to Wendell, that'll work as well.
That'll work as well.
That's what I'm saying, is
Yeah.
I want to go for the one that
Yeah.
attacked Wendell.
Yeah.
And that'll be a 13 to hit.
13 does hit.
Okay. And that will be a nice 6 damage.
Okay. As you go, so basically you guys see Shadow come in and just obliterate this wolf. She spins around, and the one that was on Wendell lobs its head off, and they both fall to the ground. And it is now Elevara's turn. There's 1 wolf remaining. And so Elevara, you're muted, Elevara.
Oh. I roll a 9.
Yeah.
Well, I roll a 2.
Yeah. So Elevara, you go for this, and you know the one shot you had that was such a perfect shot, you purposely didn't hit the wolf in this, but this one just shoots right past the wolf there. And Skybrit, it is you're just finishing your elaborate spin around, and it's your turn.
After my elaborate spin around, I see Wendell go down, and so I reach over, since I'm close enough to him, I'm assuming, and I give him lay on hands for 5 hit points.
Okay. So Wendell, you now have 5 hit points.
Whoa.
And it is, so it's your turn, Wendell. You have 5 hit points, so you are conscious. You can stand up, and the wolf is close enough that you could attack it if you needed to.
Okay, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Oh god, there's still dogs here. And I'll stand up and attack it.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh, yeah. So you go for this. Now this one is a fresh one, and he just snarls out of the way. And as he does this, he lunges right at Elevara. And well, helps if I roll a d20. Can't get there with a d12. And he does a 22 to hit.
Now,
All right, and he does 9 points of piercing damage. So he lunges right at you, Elevara, and 9 points of damage.
alright.
Our last 5 attacks have all missed.
Okay, and it is now Shadow's turn. Shadow, push to talk. Shadow, push to talk. Your video cut out also. Did we lose her? Okay, so Shadow is just kind of all this commotion, just a bit dazed and kind of, you know, what's going on. Oh, here we go. So as so Shadow's a little bit dazed. We'll let her kind of hold an action, and Skybrit, it's or I'm sorry, Elevara. It's this.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Oh, you can't. Okay, go ahead and take your
It's
action.
just my, I think it's just my. Yeah, I think it's just my internet.
Yeah, we lost your video, so. But yeah, go ahead and take your attack.
Who's turn?
Yeah, it's there's the wolf that had not been damaged at all had jumped out to Elevara, and actually and bit into her.
You said it's my turn, right?
Well, if Shadow can go, she can take her move.
Okay, making sure.
Shadow, can you push to talk? Can you?
Well, I was also having trouble hearing you, so I have no idea what you said.
Oh, there's one on Elevara, and it took a bite in her. And it's your action.
Well, then I just attacked it with a 13 and a nat 20.
Okay, so both of those hit. So roll it all up.
That'll be 19 total damage.
Yeah, you kind of turn this thing into sushi. So it's lots of little pieces, lots of little wolf pieces there. And so yeah, again, this time it's pretty much getting dark by this time, and you guys have taken care of the wolf, so you can each just let me know what you want to do before you head on. So Wendell, what do you want to do before you guys head on?
I'd like to nothing. Just keep traveling.
Keep going, like he's like, let's go. Okay, and Shadow.
It's getting dark, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's pretty much dark now.
It's time to take a nap.
So you talking about take like a short rest?
So I'm gonna start setting up camp. I'm straight up starting to set up camp. He can wander off if he wants.
Okay.
Camp's a good idea.
Yeah, you don't have to approach. If you guys were to set up camp, you're close enough that after just probably a few hours of traveling, the next morning you would arrive there. You'd arrive there in about a few hours of traveling. You'll arrive there in the morning. So yeah, if y'all want to camp, you can. So everybody camping, or what are y'all gonna do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get first last watch.
Okay. Yeah, it's actually it's fairly dark. So you guys, let me give you sort of what you can kind of see, and you can tell me where you want to camp. You basically see that you're kind of you were on this bend, and these wolves kind of jumped out of the here, let me do this. I can show you because you're able to kind of see. 1 second here real quick. Make sure we got this here. Okay, so again, it's dark, but this is where we may have to pull your icons back over. Do you know how to pull your icons into the screen?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So so where the wolves came out was when you guys got to this area here. Are y'all able to see that pulsing? That's where this is where y'all just had your battle, was right in this area. So if you wanna, you guys, it's dark, but you can make out there's kind of a nice area over here to camp. There's a ledge up here if y'all want to camp up here. A little bit off the road. There's another ledge very similar over here.
I say we take the high ground.
Yeah, so if y'all want to go up here, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, I'll take first and last watch.
Okay.
Gives me that look.
All right, who we miss? Sky, do you need help moving your character over?
Yeah, I don't have an icon anymore.
Okay. Did you get one now?
Yep, there she is.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you guys are camping up here, and who is it that's taking watch?
I'll take first and last.
Okay. So Elvira, as you're sitting there, you notice everybody else is asleep, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Then Elvira, give me a perception check. Do you have night vision, Elvira?
Yeah, dark vision.
Okay, dark vision, sorry. Yeah. Give me a perception check. Okay. You do hear some rustling, but it's not enough that you would be taking an action. You hear some rustling coming out of this bush, almost as if the bush itself is kind of just swaying back and forth, and it is so let's see here. Let me see what I got here on this. Because it's still, it's dark and you can see pretty good, but let's see here.
I pass on perception.
It's almost like what you assess is it's like you're not quite sure what's going on, but it's as if the bush that was over here is now over here, and that's it. You're kind of questioning yourself. Was that bush there before, or what's going on? You're not, I'm saying with you, so it's enough if you want to go down. You can kind of go look at it. So do you want to come down and check the bush out? Yeah, I would say you would have to go to it because your perception wasn't enough that it alarmed you enough. But yeah, you can go. So you want to move here. The bush is now here. So do you want to move here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, go ahead. Move your icon there. Yeah. Okay, so as you get there, you do recognize what it is, but you're not able to take your action before it takes its action. And you see this kind of a twisted, not even like a bush at all, but just sort of this twisted vine-like construct thing, and it just swipes out at you with a 7. So this bush that you saw just swipes for you and misses, and it is still since everybody's asleep, it's your turn now. Yeah.
Ah, guys. Stop me. You should have been able to wake up to me yelling.
Oh, what? Stop yelling.
So as she yells, yeah, I'll say that's enough for you guys to wake up. And as she yells here, you guys see you guys as you're waking up here, you guys see these things everywhere.
Does she get an attack?
Well, yeah. Right now, you guys are prone. I mean, y'all are asleep, so you're waking up. So they. Yeah, you guys can wake up, and you can wake up and take an attack at these, and they're gonna go after Sky. So Elvira went. So Wendell, if you want to go, and when we get there, we'll skip you, Elvira. So Wendell, she woke you up. You're laying on the ground. You see this twisted viney thing right over you guys.
Alright, I'll stand up right away and
Yeah.
give it a stab.
Yes,
Right
you
in the
can.
Sticks.
Yeah, you can do that.
Stab 'em
Oh,
in the
how long
sticks.
it's been? It's only been. You only slept for about 2 hours at this point.
Oh, that's a short rest. at
Yeah,
least.
it was. Yeah, it was. It was interrupted rest. Okay, so yeah, as you go for it, it's like as if are you shooting with a bow or your sword?
It's a short sword.
Yeah, sword. You're kind of you sort of stick through its vines. It doesn't seem to cut it at all. You just kind of miss that there, and
I'd like to say I'm going to be using my second result on all my rolls from now on because I don't know why it just. So, in future reference, we'll be counting my second one.
okay, and Shadow, it's you see Wendell and you're up, and you see this vine creature right above you.
Lovely. So my turn?
Yes, Shadow, your turn. Shadow, push to talk.
Alright,
Shadow fish to talk.
I'm gonna go ahead and stand up with my rapiers, because probably put those under my pillow. And that'll be a dirty 20 and a 19 to hit the first one.
Yeah, both of those hit.
And if you guys can't tell, Shadow is sick of y'all's shit. She can't sleep around you guys. It looks like it will be a nice 13 damage.
Yeah, and so as you reach out to this thing, you pretty much take it right out, and it's like, "Rawr!" and it's gone.
Shadow is sick of your shit.
Okay, and then so Elvira, because you went, we're skipping, and it's Sky's turn.
Okay.
So you got
So
yeah,
she's
it's right behind you here.
she is going to wake up, stand up, and say, "Oh, hello, new friends. Good morning." And then she's gonna smack it with her longsword giggles.
All right,
Just having some giggles with some friends.
and that is enough. Roll your damage,
So that is 10 slashing damage.
and you just cut right through it, and it again, "Rawr!" and it's gone. It is now Wendell's turn again. Or actually, sorry, it's their turn now. So you guys see this one comes to Shadow. This one comes here to let's see here, 1 second, let me see. Yeah, this one comes here to Elvira. Or actually, you know what, let's see, 5, 10, 15. Let me see, where's that? 5, 10. Yeah, I'm gonna say it comes up here. Let's see, let me see how to move this without the snap to grid. Hang on, sorry guys. And then this one comes out to Elvira. So I'm gonna do this in this order here. So this one is attacking first, going for Shadow, and a 6 probably misses. This one is going for Shadow. Y'all must... I can't use these dice anymore. Y'all can't get hit. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I guess if a 6 wouldn't hit you, probably a 5 doesn't hit you either, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty hard.
So on Elvira, this one goes. Yes. That's a unnatural 20 to hit. Does that hit you?
Well, I mean,
Yeah. Okay, and it hits you for 2 points of piercing damage. The one on the other side goes and does a 10. So that means out of 4 rolls, only one of them was above a 10. So does a 10 hit you, Elvira?
no.
Okay. So yeah, and now we're back to Wendell's turn.
Alright, I'll
How much was that?
go stab one.
Okay.
You said you hit a 20.
He did a 20?
No, I thought you said you hit a AC 20 earlier.
Alright, 15.
Oh, me now.
Right?
You did a 13? Which, are you doing this one right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 15 hits. And would you
Alright,
9
15 points of damage.
Yeah. So he's out of there.
Here comes halfling death.
It is now Shadow's turn. Shadow, you got 1 on you. There's 1 below you, and this is over here.
I'm gonna go for the one near me first with 1 attack,
Mm-hmm.
just in case I
Well,
can
yeah, I'm gonna.
actually take it out.
Yeah, when you make your attack, are you able to move and take your second attack?
I'm honestly not sure.
My thought would be
I know
that it's a
counted as an offhand.
yeah. I would say
Like, I
that
know extra attack you can't.
yeah. What we'll do is we'll say for this particular game tonight, when you take an attack, you can't move to do the second one. If they're close to you, you can do it. But the reason I'm saying that, this one isn't within 5 feet of you because it's down the ravine. So you can take your attack here, but you wouldn't be able to get to this guy.
Yeah, you have to like lay on your stomach.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, but it's you know, I'm picturing more like a quick bonus that you're doing. Like you attack and then you swing again, not you attack, lay down, reach, and then stir the pot. But go ahead. You'll probably, if you hit, you're probably gonna hurt it. You guys are knocking these things out 1 hit. Come on.
Is there any way that I could hit those 2 in 1 turn then? Could
Well,
I
in
move
theory,
around,
okay.
like,
In fairness,
sitting
yeah.
and
If you did
trying
this,
to hit
if you circled around him and came to this position here, then yeah, you can hit him and then hit him. So if you want to do that, you can. You can kind of circle. You're not provoking an
I'm gonna do
opportunity.
that.
Yeah, so you swing around, and now you're here, and now you can do it. I gotta put some red dragons in this campaign. You're not gonna let any of the bad guys have a chance.
$13 total to hit on the first one,
Yeah, it hits.
and that's gonna be 10 total damage.
And you take him out. So yeah, now you can use your bonus on this one. If y'all want to
And
miss,
then I'm gonna crit on that one.
oh my gosh,
I'm using my lucky dice. What can I say?
I need to use my lucky dice. I don't.
And that'll be 12 damage for that one.
Yeah, and that's enough.
And I'll just kind of look over at her. Need a little help?
Yeah, he's out of there. Let's see. It won't let me mess with him.
Plaster you, shit.
That's kind of interesting.
And just for the record, I didn't realize how OP this feat is. I didn't realize how OP this feat is with 2 rapiers.
It wouldn't let me kill him, so now it's Elivera's turn, and you see this one right behind you here.
Planer shifted him. I hit him so hard that he went into a different plane of existence.
Yeah, but you're also not missing either, so you kind of, if you missed every now and then, it wouldn't feel so bad. So Elivera, it's you're up. You got one right behind you.
Even though it's like I'm still gonna attack it with my bow. It probably looks awkward.
Well, do you have the feat to where you don't have disadvantage within 5 feet?
It honestly doesn't matter. It looks like.
I don't think that matters in 5e.
Yeah, if you're right on it, then you're at disadvantage.
You get disadvantage if you're right on it.
But it
gives you disadvantage, but it doesn't matter with your rolls anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't roll tonight, even with a +7.
Yeah. So you go for this one here, and you actually you actually hit it. Yeah, you hit it. What do you do to it? you guys never miss. Okay, so you hit it for 4 points of damage. It's like and it kind of sways back a bit. And now it's Sky. It's your turn.
So I just skip on over to this little dude.
Yeah, you can make it there.
And I smack him with my longsword.
Alright. Try to roll something low. Oh! Yes! You miss! Yeah.
You're welcome.
He gets a chance. You miss. And now it's his turn. And he's gonna stay on Elivera. And he does, let me see here real quick. Okay, that's 17 hit?
Yep, my AC is 14.
Oh, okay. Alright, he does 6 plus 1 is 7, 8. He does 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and you need to let's see. No, you're good. Yeah, 9 points of, let me see what we got here. Yeah, 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And it is now Wendell's turn.
No, I got a 16. Does that hit?
16 does hit. Oh,
Wait,
see, you switched your numbers and now you're rolling higher on the other one.
I don't care as long as I hit. All
Okay.
the other ones have been crap, so.
So would you?
How are you getting disadvantage?
He said he wanted to use the second roll instead of the first one.
Looks like 9 points of damage.
Okay. Let's see here. 4, 9, 13. Okay. And you hit this thing, and it you know, you can definitely tell it wasn't appreciative of that. And Shadow, it's your turn.
Oh, it's alive?
Yeah. He's a bit bigger than the other ones you guys were fighting.
Oh, okay.
He's bigger than the other ones y'all all were one-shotting.
Okay, so I'm gonna take both swings at him. And I'm gonna have a 8 and a 16.
Okay, the 8 misses, but the 16 hits.
And that'll be 9 damage.
Okay. It definitely looks as if you've really hurt this thing significantly. And it is now Elevara, it's your turn.
Am I adjacent to it?
Yes, y'all. Yeah, it's right on it. Did you hit a nat 20? Is it a nat 20? Oh no, it says +5. Okay,
No.
gotcha. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
It's a dirty 20.
Yeah.
Yep,
So
so
you did.
7 + 5.
Okay, yeah, and this.
You'd be using
So
the
how do you-
7 because the 7 plus 5 is in case you have advantage. It rolled twice for you.
Yeah. So, but I mean, it's still enough. So how do you? This one was definitely tougher than the others. How do you want to take him out?
I'm gonna look for a weak point. Maybe where it's been hit before.
Yeah, and he's out of there.
Maybe slash it in half. I'm also going to try and retrieve any of my arrows that I've previously shot. I think I just shot like 2.
How many arrows have you shot? You shot 2, right? You
3
can.
all together.
Yeah, you can receive half, which half of 3 would be 1. So you get 1 of them back.
Alright.
Do you need to go back into town and get arrows, or did you not bring a lot?
No, she's fine. It's just a habit she does.
Oh, okay, good deal.
In fact, she
So
takes even the broken ones and saves them.
So you guys were only about 2 hours into the evening, so y'all can you can definitely finish up your rest if you want to. It's almost 10 o'clock. Are you guys okay? Do we need to?
I have to work in the morning.
Yeah, yeah. So you guys, so yeah, you definitely assessed that it would be safe for you guys to make a camp here for the evening, and you know, at a couple hours travel in the morning, you guys will be at your destination. So do you guys want to go back up and finish your sleep?
Sounds like a plan. I'll start my watch over.
Okay. Now I hope if I save this, we should be right where we are. Correct?
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
save it.
All right. Let me see. So nameplate. Okay. So you guys are what will do y'all want to? Let's see. Yeah. So we got about 4 minutes left though, but we could say pretty much you guys. What do you want to do before camping for the night? You don't assess that you're going to have any more attacks tonight. So, but anything you want to do before you camp for the evening, let me know. Wendell, you have anything you want to do before camping? Sleep, yeah. Okay. And Shadow, anything you want to do?
I'm straight up making a big old show of face planting in my pillow.
Yeah. You guys
Because
are,
every single time I've gone to sleep, something's woken me up.
yeah. You okay, and Elevara,
The second one.
just stay out. Okay, and Skybrit.
I'm just gonna say, I'm just so glad that you're all here and that we're all friends and that we're camping. This is just so much fun. Night, everybody. I love you all. Night.
And
It's like the sister I always wish I had.
Randall, you realize they can see that on the stream, right?
No, I don't care. I'll say it so they
Yeah,
can too. I'm gonna go pee on one of them shrubs.
yeah, you can do that.
Boys.
So so as you pee on the shrub, this is kind of the remains of the shrub. You see it sort of almost sort of disappear and turn into what appears to be a
Oh,
single
thirsty, are you?
a single seed. It seems to have an effect on it. It's where it transforms into basically like it turns it back to its seed form. And you're sitting there and you see a seed.
It
Well,
went
next
from
turn I'll be
So it's gonna sprout via P?
I'll be using another weapon next time we fight these.
So do you just pee on that one, or do you?
I'll pee on anyone that moves.
Okay, so so as you peed on it, it sort of magically, it's almost as if it regressed through life back to a seed. If you want to, you guys, you can roll
A
a.
lot of water.
Let me see what. Hang on, let me see here real
I'm gonna
quick.
drink all my water.
You can roll a nature or arcana check, whichever one you want to roll on the seed that you see on the ground now.
Oh, I actually don't even want to think about it.
Okay, you just want to leave the seed there. Okay. So you guys notice that this
I'd rather
it just sort of
not know.
turned into a seed.
I choose ignorance. I choose ignorance.
Okay.
Oh my god. You're dumb.
Okay. All right. So y'all leaving it alone?
I don't want to touch it because he's peed on it. So
Yeah.
I want to be gross.
Yeah. You can if you want, you can if you do a nature check, you don't have to touch it.
Okay. I'm gonna look at it, but I don't want to look like I'm like looking at him.
Yeah. So you can do a nature check on
Okay,
it.
girl, I'm done.
Okay, so I got a straight 18. Because I
Shat-
don't know my nature.
Okay, you got a 7. Yeah. So you don't. You know it's a seed. Shadow, you said you got an 18 on it.
Yeah.
Sky, do you want to check it out too, or are you just kind of staying away from it?
Oh, I'm asleep.
Oh, you're
I'm
asleep.
I don't watch.
So Shadow, as you saw, I mean, he peed on it, and you're kind of going over and you're looking at it because it magically transformed back into a seed. You definitely assess that you have seen this seed before, and it looks exactly like the magical apple seed that you guys planted back at the tavern. And we'll end our game there.
Oh, fuck.
I need to make Wendell pick it up.
All right. Yeah.